The voice of the people has brought change to North Africa. But this is not the case further south in Zimbabwe, a country that remains plagued by President Robert Mugabe's legacy of disease, destruction, and economic ruin. In 2008, an election was held. When Mugabe's party, the ZANU-PF, lost, a torrent of violence was used to silence the people. By pretending to share power 6 months later, the regime has deflected the scrutiny of the global community. And with the arrest, detainment, and torture of 46 people 3 weeks ago for watching the events in Tunisia and Egypt, the regime is desperate to silence the potential for change. The Zimbabwean is a newspaper compiled by a group of journalists expelled by the Mugabe regime for refusing to write propaganda.
They had issued a warrant for my arrest and that they'd launched a manhunt for me.
The paper is under constant attack from ZANU-PF. Their vehicles are burned, their vendors are beaten, even their advertisers are threatened. Despite the intimidation, the Zimbabwean has succeeded in bringing the real news about Zimbabwe to its people, as well as the hundreds of thousands of Zimbabwean refugees in South Africa and abroad. For the past 10 years, it has defied the notorious suppression of the press and earned its reputation as the voice of the voiceless. Now it's time to break the silence once again. 3 months ago, an exhibition of photography in Harare was raided by the police. The photographers were arrested and the images confiscated. We knew that anything the regime didn't want people to see was exactly what we needed to show. We called on a group of photojournalists who have worked in Zimbabwe over the past 2 years. These brave people risked their lives for eyewitness accounts of the destruction of homes in the cities, the brutality of the youth squads, and many other crimes against humanity. We took these images of desperation and we used the iconic map of Zimbabwe to give them a voice. Over the course of a week, these images became the Voiceless campaign. People are being directed to a website where they can read the stories behind the pictures and hear eyewitness accounts.
Yeah, it's too late for this girl. All she could say after I put my camera away was, my parents are dead and my brother and everyone I know is unemployed and I have nothing. And that's why I'm dying now.
The visitor can also locate where the photographs were taken on a satellite map. They can subscribe to the Zimbabwean themselves or take out a subscription for an organization inside Zimbabwe. The Zimbabwean has set up social media channels for people to receive information in real time, and this week, a blog is being set up for people to share their stories on the situation inside Zimbabwe with a direct link to Harare. As Mugabe and the ZANU regime start campaigning to steal another election this year, the Zimbabwean is poised to play its role as the mouthpiece of the people and the voice of the voiceless.